Hey y'all, it's Mercy here with Josh Singletary from Tribute Quartet. Tell us a little bit about yourself.
Well, I'm Josh Singletary of Tribute Quartet. Oh, more? Not a little bit enough? Okay. I live in Nashville. Me and my wife live in Antioch, Tennessee. We're outside of Nashville. I said Nashville. It's right outside of Nashville. I'm originally from a little town in Florida called Rayford, Florida. And I started playing the piano when I was about 5 years old.
When did you get saved, or when are you going to get saved?
When I got saved. Can you believe that? I got saved when I was 6 years old. I remember distinctly they had a baptism that night, and I was very curious about it, what all was going on. I'd seen a million of them at the house, at the church. And so I asked my mother and my father that night, one specific night, about it. They broke down the gospel to me, and I was convicted. I asked Jesus into my heart. Yeah.
How long have you been playing piano?
Playing the piano, oh, let's see, 28 years. Yes, 28 years. Long time.
What's the funniest thing that has happened on the bus?
Funniest thing that ever happened on the bus? Well, funniest thing that happened on the bus, probably couldn't share. But the funniest thing, one of the funniest things, well, I'll tell you that it's one of the funniest things that happens all the time. Gary, our lead singer, Gary Casto, and our bus driver, Jeff Leathers, they have this thing for scaring each other. It is the greatest thing to sit and witness. One will get an air horn and blow the other one out the water, to scare him to death. One will sit in the stairwell and wait on the other one to come to the door, because when you get down the stairs, the bus door, the window's up here, you know, so you sit down there and you wait. Of course, we all kind of do that to each other, but it's funnier when Jeff and Gary are at it. Oh, it's so funny.
If you could travel anywhere, where would you go?
Oh, well, of all the places that we go, some of the neat places, I'm constantly telling my wife, put that one on the list, put this one on the list, put this one on the list, for us to go one day, you know, if we ever get the time. But I've always wanted to go to Austria. I've always wanted to go to Austria. I've heard it's gorgeous over there, and the history there is what is really intriguing to me. So me and my wife have put that one at the top of the list. One day we're going to go to Austria.
What is your favorite Bible verse and why?
My favorite Bible verse is much a few mistakes I finally found it. Luke 24, 1 through 4. This is my favorite. Now upon the first day of the week, very early in the morning, they came into the sepulchre, bringing the spices which they had prepared, and certain others with them. And they found the stone rolled away from the sepulchre. And they entered in and found Jesus not. And found not the body of Lord Jesus. 1 through 3, that's it. And of course that's pretty self-explanatory why that's my favorite verse. It says this passage.
Who is your biggest influence in music?
My biggest influence in music? In music as a whole?
Yes.
Okay. Well, that's like asking me what my favorite attribute of Jesus is. It's hard, but there are quite a few, all right? My largest influence as far as gospel music concerned was, I'd be remiss if I didn't say Anthony Berger and Roger Bennett. They were, of course, I think every pianist's, you know, favorite in gospel music. But mine extends beyond gospel music. I was very influenced by the late, great Victor Borge. I was very influenced by, vocally, I was very influenced by Harry Connick Jr. And piano-wise, he was one of my, as far as feeling what jazziness there is, feeling what jazz is, Harry Connick was pretty much my introduction into that, and kind of helped shape my style and who I am. Vocally, Harry Connick, Frank Sinatra, you know, just good, solid, say what you will about them as artists and the songs they sing, but as far as what they do it very well. They did it very well. And that's where the influence comes from.
What is one of your favorite memories with Tribute?
My favorite memories with Tribute. Probably one of my favorite memories was this was at the beginning of Tribute. It was one of our first trips to the Northeast. We were in Rhode Island. We were at a school there. And for whatever reason, things were not clicking that night during the concert. This wouldn't come together, that wouldn't come together. I couldn't get my pitch, somebody else couldn't get their words, just things weren't working. And it was really frustrating because I'm a bit of a perfectionist, you know, in all of my improvisationalness. I'm a bit of a perfectionist. And we got done, we got off stage, and we were walking back to the table. We were in a high school or middle school. We left, we were walking back, they were finishing up in there. And we were just looking at each other going, man, what was up with the night? It's not good. All of us were, this is not good. And we came out and people's lives were changed. People were coming out, they were telling us how they were thinking of taking their life before they decided to come tonight. Now tonight gave them a renewing and a new outlook on what God has for them and their life. And it was just one story after another. It was one of those things where you're reminded that it has absolutely nothing to do with you to begin with. So it's one of my favorite memories.
What is one of your favorite Christmas songs?
My favorite Christmas songs? That's another, because I love Christmas music. Yeah, you know this too. One of my favorite Christmas songs, probably over the years, has become the one I recorded on our new Christmas CD. Nat King Cole originally recorded it. Cradle in Bethlehem. Sing sweet and low. It's a wonderful picture that's painted of the tenderness of that night and all of its majesty and all of what happened that night. There was still a tender moment. This was a mother rocking a baby. It's wonderful.
If you were a piece of candy, what would you be?
In case you didn't hear that, she asked me if I was a piece of candy, what would I be? I don't know, Laffy Taffy?
Yeah.
I wouldn't be Sour Patch Kid. No.
Nerd?
Nerd? I would be a nerd. That's for you, Lisa. It's a friend of ours in Denver. That's for you. I would be a nerd. That's it. Yeah, let's go with that. Yeah, I'd be a nerd. Yeah. Yeah, I'd be a nerd.
That's it. Thank you.
That's it? You're done? No more?
No.
That's all?
If you were a soda, what would you be?
If I was a soda, what would I be? I wouldn't be Mellow Yellow. Sun-kissed? No, is that a...
Yeah, the soda, the orange.
Yeah, the orange, yeah. There you go.
With your red hair.
In the red hair. Okay. Bye.